Yeah, Floyd Mayweather's a GOAT. Oh, absolutely. But Terrence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terrence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that backhand. The way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too? No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes.
Yeah.
Who, me? I didn't say that.
I said that.
Yeah.
I said that. So this is the argument that me and Dre has right now.
Talk to me.
Okay. Lomachenko, second professional fight, he's fighting for a world championship. He got edged out by Salido. Comes back the third fight and he fights for a world championship. He wins the belt. Seventh fight, he fights for another world championship. Do you guys understand how hard that is to do that? I don't care about
400 amateur fights.
So did the other kid.
We talking about Crawford though. We talking about Crawford and Loma.
Listen to me. Now, I know, but I'm giving that as an example.
I'm waiting. Come on,
giving you this example, okay? It don't matter. He had 400 amateur fights. The last guy to have 3 belts in this weight class at 135 was Pernell Whitaker. You know how many years ago that was? 28 years ago, okay? He's gonna win this world championship. I think he will. Don't know, it's boxing, you never know. Campbell could probably hurt him or knock him out, you never know. He wins this belt. To me, with those accomplishments alone, and me being in the sport of boxing for 23 years of my life, 24, 25 years of my life, that overtops all. He's gonna fight for the 4th title in the 4 division, the 4 belt era. He wins that title. He's the undisputed in the weight class. No one's never done that. No one. Not no Duran, no Whitaker, none of those guys have done that yet. So that's the reason why I will rank him over Terrence Crawford. Loma. He done it in a short period of time. He done it if he does that.
If he beats Campbell though, right?
If he beats Campbell.
Because Terrence Crawford been a champion since what, 2014?
I don't care about that.
Hold on, let me finish.
But who is he Terrence Crawford
He had to
fighting?
travel to come do that. Ricky Burns, right? In Glasgow, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Then he fought Gamboa when Gamboa was Gamboa. Yeah. People forget that. See?
What about the Axeman?
Hold on, I don't know.
When the Axeman was the Axeman.
Who was that?
You know who the Axeman is. Give me Loma. I'm talking about Loma.
Give me the first name. Who was that?
He smacked him. He made him quit. He made him quit.
I don't know no alias.
Yeah, okay. You know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, let me finish. I'll let you talk. Go ahead. Hold up. He went on the road to win, right? Came back and fought Gamboa, bro. When Gamboa was being compared to Floyd Mayweather, bro.
Go ahead.
That's the mistake people make in boxing.
Go ahead.
They look at a name and like, oh, he's washed up. No. You gotta judge him on where he was when they fought, not where he is now. Gamboa was Gamboa. They were saying he was the next Floyd.
Okay.
Cleaned him out, right? Went up to 140. What did he do at 140? He did what Loma's doing, trying to do.
Yeah.
He did what Loma is trying to do. Right?
I get it.
Then what happened?
He went up to 47.
Hello.
He beat what's his name for a championship? I get
Jeff
it.
Horn?
Yeah.
Jeff Horn just came off of beating Manny Pacquiao, whether you thought he won or not.
So he beat Jeff Horn.
And what else? What else?
A win over Luke. A win over Luke Campbell.
Hold on.
A win over Luke Campbell is not gonna make you leapfrog Terrence Crawford.
Another gold medalist?
Hold up.
Another gold medalist?
Hold on. He'll stay right there. Loma, listen.
Another gold medalist.
Hold on. Loma will stay right there, right? He'll stay there. He won't move. Now, Terrence fights a B-level guy or even an A-level guy and don't look good or maybe loses, then that's a leapfrog situation. That top spot, man, for me, that's a coveted spot. You don't lose that because somebody sneezed or you cough the wrong way. If you're going to knock me off of that spot, you got to do something spectacular.
Luke Campbell is a gold medalist, man.
But on one hand,
he's a gold medalist.
If Luke Campbell is gonna get washed, and he's not really that big of a threat, right?
No.
Why is that guy gonna be the guy that's gonna allow Loma to leapfrog Terrence Crawford?
Because it's Lomachenko, bruh. Lomachenko skills. What are you talking about? It's his skill set, bruh. Lomachenko skill set, bruh. What are you talking about?
I respect it. I'm just saying I can't do that.
What? Luke Campbell might be the number 2 guy in this division right now. The number 2 guy in this division. Okay? What, Linares? Number 2? Exactly.
Who is a number 1 pound for pound fighter, but the reporters, the people, the fans, they should vote who is the number 1.
Who do you think's number 1 right now?
Кто ты думаешь сейчас номер 1?
Я думаю, что это Кроуфорд.
Crawford.
I stopped both of them. Not take anything away from Lomachenko. That's my guy. That's my guy. You know what I mean? He got skills, you know, no hate, no shade. It's not his fault, you know, but at the same time, Terrence Crawford is the best fighter out there. Terrence Crawford is the fighter of the year. Terrence Crawford should be all that and some. Stop playing with me. Boxing writers, all y'all, stop playing with me. And if y'all really for real about everybody that y'all say the best fighter in the world and all that stuff, tell them come up weight classes and all that and fight me. And then when I beat them, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear me or come down and fight me or whatever. And it's a fight. And it's a fight. Because I'm kind of pissed off that y'all disrespecting me like that. I'm kind of pissed off y'all disrespecting me like that. Now, Garcias, the Lomachenkos, the Spences, the Keith Thurmans, the other Garcias, Mikeys, and all that, whoever, it doesn't matter. I done fought half of them already, so it doesn't matter. Just stop disrespecting me, boxing writers, all right? And we'll be good.
With all the tools that Terrence Crawford has, I will pick Terrence Crawford to beat a prime Mayweather any day of the week. Because of the skill set, Max.
I love Terrence Crawford. I disagree with that because I think Floyd at his best. Because I think Floyd at his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter, but in those kind of matchups, I think defense usually beats the offense.
I don't. Because Terrence Crawford got more to bring. He got more to bring to the table.
He's a great
Floyd
fighter.
Mayweather got the little shoulder roll. I get it. Controls distance. But Terrence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terrence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that. In the Sam Judah fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Shane did hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did
So Timothy Bradley, the first one to witness and discover that there was a saying on earth when he sparred Terrence Bud Crawford. After that, he let the whole world know of that. Well, ever since Crawford unleashed his true power, it has everyone stunned, mesmerized. It broke all of the scouters of Canelo Alvarez fans. They can't believe the power level of Bud Crawford. The one who got stunned the most was Canelo Alvarez. Well, ever since then, Timothy Bradley has been on a campaign stating that Terrence Bud Crawford would have had beaten Floyd Mayweather prime for prime in a fantasy fight. Crawford is way better than Floyd, and he would have had beat him easily. Now, you got to press the brakes all the freaking way. Because if you want my opinion on who would win that fight, I already broke it down. So I'm going to leave a link for that video in the comment section below. This ain't about that. This is about a bigger point. This is about a bigger problem. Timothy Bradley turned down a fight from Floyd for his biggest payday when Bradley was actually still undefeated. The reason why Bradley actually wanted half of the money up front. Like what? Were you planning on pulling out or something? Regardless of why Bradley hates Floyd, my issue with Bradley is this. If you're so confident that Crawford can beat Floyd easily, and you knew that from the day you sparred him, you actually shared the ring with him, then Timothy Bradley, answer this $1 million question. Why the hell were you on a campaign on ESPN claiming that Lomachenko was pound for pound #1 over Terrence Bud Crawford after Crawford became undisputed at 140? Something that has never been done for the past 13 years back then. It was Bud Crawford who brought legacy to boxing, undisputed. Document that. Meanwhile, Lomachenko only dreamt of it. And Bradley was giving him the accomplishments of what Lomachenko was dreaming of when he was arguing with Andre Ward that Loma was pound for pound #1 over Crawford, and Andre Ward was telling him, you tripping. Loma had a loss to Salido, didn't even want to avenge that, turned down the Salido rematch. Loma was avoiding plenty of fighters, from Mikey Garcia, even Manny Pacquiao, who was willing to go down to 135. Bradley was selling out to the point he pissed off Bud Crawford, where Crawford ended up calling out Lomachenko. He said, if you think Loma is better than me, let's fight at a catchweight of 137. And Loma turned down the fight and said, no, Crawford is the best fighter in the world. But Uncle Bradley back then couldn't stop being an Uncle Tom, respectfully. Because I'm trying to figure out, if you truly believed Crawford could beat Floyd back then, why the hell would you say Vasily Lomachenko was pound for pound #1 over Crawford? Because he has the skills. That's what he kept telling Andre Ward. Lomachenko has the skills. Well, what the hell Bud has? How the hell Bud is going to beat Floyd Mayweather, the most skillful fighter of all time, the MJ of boxing? With what Bud is going to beat Crawford with other than skill? But that's what Bradley was justifying Lomachenko being over Bud on the pound for pound list because of Loma's skill, since it was in his resume with the loss and the ducking. He believed Loma was more skillful than Terrence Bud Crawford because his uncle, or I should say his master, Teddy Atlas, told him so. Respectfully, we got to call a spade a spade. I don't play. One thing I don't do is I don't play. You see, Bradley was actually on Max Kellerman's show back then, all the way in 2019, saying this bull crap, that Crawford will beat Floyd prime for prime. He didn't start saying that today. He been saying that since 2018, 2019. Again, this was not something Bradley said after Bud beat Canelo and Spence. No. With the same breath, he was saying Lomachenko was pound for pound #1 over Crawford. Disrespectfully. That's what I call fake love. To be honest, I don't know what to call that. If you want to call a spade, that's hypocrisy. Because it's only contradiction if you don't know. If you do know, then that's hypocrisy. If you knew the truth all this time and you chose to hide it, to say Loma is pound for pound over Bud, meanwhile you felt Bud skillfully can beat Floyd, you a hypocrite. Nothing you say can be taken seriously after saying Loma is pound for pound #1 over Bud. But wait, Bud can beat Floyd though. How about that? Y'all fine with that? Can I say Loma is pound for pound #1? Oh, my brothers got pissed off? Well, guess what? He can beat Floyd. So what? Bud is not #1 pound for pound. Bud can beat Floyd though. Y'all happy? Is both sides happy? This is exactly what Bradley was doing. Uncle Tom shit. When all Bradley had to do was tell the truth. You like it or you don't. If Bud beats Floyd, if Bud has more skills than Floyd, then Bud is 1,000 times better than Lomachenko. You can have it both ways, and that's exactly what Bradley was doing. He was saying Bud is better than Floyd, while saying Loma is pound for pound #1 over Bud. makes no sense at all. So to everyone, whenever you guys see Bradley do that hating shit, hit him with that Uncle Tom question. Why did you say Lomachenko was pound for pound number one over Bud when you knew Bud had more skills than Floyd and could beat Floyd, according to you, and you've been saying that since 2018? That's what we want to know. And one last thing. He was saying that Luke Campbell, if Loma beats Luke Campbell, he will be pound for pound number one. Why? When Luke Campbell came off a loss to freaking Linares. I kid you not. But Timothy Bradley was arguing with Andre Ward, telling Ward that Lomachenko is pound for pound number one over Crawford, and he will be that once he beats Luke Campbell because he's a gold medalist, a fighter that never became a champion. However, when Crawford beat gold medalists, they didn't care about that. Flex Diaz and Gamboa. And neither one of them was coming off a freaking loss like Luke Campbell. I'm telling you, when it comes to the fighters on the hope list, the standards are set so low. The bar was set so low for Lomachenko in Timothy Bradley's eyes. Meanwhile, Crawford, he beats Floyd. And that's not enough in his eyes to be pound for pound number one after becoming undisputed. And he was the best in 2 different weight divisions. Then moved on to the third to fight the best, unlike Loma, who was ducking everyone. Even the old grandpa Manny Pacquiao. How embarrassing was that? So I'm gonna leave you guys with Timothy Bradley making a fool out of himself, debating Andre Ward, while Loma is pound for pound over Terrence Bud Crawford. When according to his own logic, Bud beats Floyd, the MJ of boxing, arguably the GOAT, prime for prime. This is the story of Timothy Bradley, true colors. I guess the last question left. Bradley, whatever happened to Lomachenko's skill when he lost to Salido, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney? Every stage of his career he lost while avoiding everyone. How crazy does that sound? He ducked Shakur, he ducked Gervonta, and he also ducked Manny freaking Pacquiao. Add Mikey Garcia to the list as well. Subscribe below and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.